Hello and welcome. I am Creative Footprint, and it is my great privilege to invite you on an extraordinary journey. Together we shall embark on a voyage across our planet, not to its wildest, most remote corners, but to the very heart of human ingenuity and creativity, its most beautiful cities. These are the great habitats that we as a species have constructed, sprawling, living ecosystems of stone, glass and steel, each with its own unique character, its own rhythm, its own soul. They are testaments to our history, our artistry, and our enduring desire to build something magnificent. These urban landscapes are renowned across the globe, not merely for their impressive skylines, but for the profound beauty and vibrant culture that flourish within them. From ancient streets that have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, to modern marvels that push the boundaries of design, each city offers a unique charm, a distinct flavor that captivates the senses and stirs the imagination. They are galleries of human achievement, libraries of our collective stories, and stages upon which the grand drama of life unfolds every single day. So, I invite you, fellow travelers and lovers of beauty, to join me. Let us open our minds and our hearts to new horizons. We will wander through these remarkable places, discovering the sights, sounds, and secrets that make them so beloved. Whether you are planning your next adventure or simply dreaming of distant lands, let this visual journey ignite your spirit of exploration. Our world is vast and full of wonders, and our exploration begins now. Our journey begins here in Europe, in a city that for centuries has been a global epicenter of art, fashion and gastronomy. This is Paris, a name that resonates with romance and elegance. It is often called the City of Light, not only for its early adoption of street lighting, but for its role as a beacon of intellectual and artistic enlightenment. Its very air seems to carry the echoes of painters, poets and philosophers who walked these same streets, drawing inspiration from its undeniable grace. The River Seine flows through its heart, a lifeblood that has nourished the city for millennia, its banks lined with lovers and dreamers. The city's survival is ensured by its iconic structures, which stand like ancient, unmoving titans amidst the bustle of modern life. The Eiffel Tower, a latticework of iron, pierces the sky, a symbol of industrial prowess that has softened into an emblem of love. At night, its golden shimmer is a mating call to all who seek beauty, a spectacle visible from every corner of this urban ecosystem. Nearby, the Cathedral of Notre Dame, though scarred by fire, continues to stand as a testament to centuries of faith and resilience, its Gothic spires reaching for the heavens like praying hands. Below these grand monuments, the city's complex social structure thrives. The wide, tree-lined boulevards designed by Haussmann function as the city's arteries, channeling the flow of life. Parisians, the native inhabitants, have a unique rhythm. They gather in their traditional feeding grounds, the ubiquitous cafes where they engage in the ritual of conversation over coffee and croissants. This daily display is as much a part of the Parisian landscape as the Louvre itself, a behavior passed down through generations. The city's creative pulse is palpable in districts like Montmartre, where the ghosts of artists past still seem to guide the hands of those who paint in the Place du Théâtre. Here, on this hill overlooking the sprawling metropolis, one can feel the city's artistic soul. It is a habitat that has nurtured some of history's greatest creative minds, from Picasso to Van Gogh. The cobbled streets and charming squares are a living museum, each corner telling a story of passion and creation. And then there is the Parisian approach to sustenance. It is not merely about feeding, it is a celebrated art form. From the bustling morning markets overflowing with the region's bounty to the hallowed kitchens of Michelin-starred restaurants, food is a cornerstone of the culture. This dedication to world-class cuisine, this devotion to flavor and presentation, is another reason why Paris has successfully captivated the human imagination for so long, ensuring its place as one of the most desirable habitats on Earth. We travel now to a city that defies convention, a place built not on solid ground, but on water. This is Venice, a marvel of engineering and a testament to human adaptability. It rises from the marshy lagoon of the Adriatic Sea, an archipelago of over 100 small islands, bound together by a network of canals and bridges. For over 1,000 years it has existed in this delicate balance between land and sea, a seemingly impossible city that has enchanted all who have laid eyes upon it. There are no roads here, no roar of engines. The only traffic is the gentle lapping of water and the hypnotic glide of the gondola. The primary arteries of this unique urban environment are its canals, the most magnificent of which is the Grand Canal. It snakes through the city in a great S shape, a majestic waterway lined with palaces or palazzi that rise directly from the water's edge. These structures, built by wealthy Venetian merchants during the city's golden age, are a display of power and prestige. Their Gothic, Renaissance and Baroque facades reflect in the shimmering water, creating a dreamlike, ever-shifting mosaic of colour and light. This is the city's main thoroughfare, a stage for its daily rituals. Navigating this aquatic labyrinth is a specialised skill. The gondoliers, in their striped shirts and straw hats, are the masters of this domain. Their vessel, the gondola, is a unique adaptation, its asymmetrical design perfectly suited for propulsion with a single oar. For centuries, these silent, elegant boats were the chief mode of transport. The gondoliers' call, a traditional warning as they approach a blind corner, is a sound as integral to Venice as the tolling of the bells from St. Mark's Campanile. It is a symbiotic relationship between man, boat and water. At the heart of this intricate web lies Piazza San Marco, or St. Mark's Square, famously described as the drawing room of Europe. It is the city's great communal space, dominated by the opulent domes of St. Mark's Basilica and the soaring bell tower. Here, Venetians and visitors alike gather, surrounded by architectural splendor. But this magnificent square is also vulnerable. During periods of acqua alta, or high water, the Adriatic reclaims the piazza, a stark and beautiful reminder of the city's precarious existence and its constant delicate dance with the sea. Away from the grand public spaces, the true Venice reveals itself in a maze of narrow alleyways or calle and hidden courtyards. It is here, in these quieter territories, that one can feel the city's timeless beauty most profoundly. The peeling plaster of ancient walls, the small arched bridges over forgotten canals, the sudden reveal of a sun-drenched square. It is a city that rewards the explorer, a living relic that has, against all odds, preserved its enchanting and fragile soul, floating serenely in the memory of time. We journey east to an archipelago nation where ancient tradition and modern life exist in a delicate, respectful balance. Here, nestled in a valley surrounded by mountains, lies Kyoto, the former imperial capital of Japan for over a millennium. It is a city that serves as the nation's cultural heart, a living sanctuary of its most cherished arts and philosophies. While other Japanese cities rushed towards the future, Kyoto carefully preserved its past. To walk its streets is to step into a different era, one governed by elegance, simplicity, and a deep reverence for nature. The city's landscape is famously punctuated by thousands of Shinto shrines and Buddhist temples. These are not mere historical monuments. They are active sites of worship and contemplation, these spiritual lungs of the city. The iconic Fushimi Inari Shrine, with its seemingly endless corridor of vibrant red torii gates, creates a sacred pathway up the mountainside. Elsewhere, the golden pavilion, Kinkaku-ji, covered in gold leaf, casts a breathtaking reflection upon the still waters of its surrounding pond. Each temple and garden is a masterpiece of design, crafted to inspire peace and harmony. Kyoto's lifeblood flows with the changing of the seasons, a rhythm that dictates the city's appearance and its rituals. In spring, a spectacular event occurs, the blooming of the cherry blossoms, or sakura. For a brief, glorious period, the city is enveloped in a cloud of pale pink, a poignant symbol of the transient nature of beauty and life itself. The Japanese people gather under the blossoming trees for hanami, or flower viewing parties, a tradition that reinforces community bonds and a shared appreciation for this fleeting spectacle of the natural world. The city is also the cradle of many of Japan's most refined cultural practices. It is here that the traditional geisha, known locally as geiko, continue to practice their ancient arts of music, dance and conversation. In the historic Gion district, with its wooden machiya townhouses, one might catch a rare glimpse of a geiko or her apprentice, the maiko, shuffling gracefully to an appointment. They are the living custodians of a delicate and highly sophisticated social tradition, a treasured part of Kyoto's unique cultural ecosystem. Beyond the temples and traditions, Kyoto's beauty lies in its details. It is found in the meticulous arrangement of stones in a Zen garden designed to mimic landscapes and encourage meditation. It is in the quiet ceremony of preparing and drinking matcha tea, a ritual that elevates a simple act into a spiritual practice. It is in the artistry of kaiseki, a traditional multi-course meal where every ingredient is chosen for its seasonality and presented with exquisite care. In Kyoto, beauty is not just observed, it is a way of life. We now travel to the southern tip of a vast continent, to a city cradled by a dramatic meeting of mountain and ocean. This is Cape Town, South Africa's mother city, a place of staggering natural beauty and complex, resilient history. Its identity is forged by its geography, dominated by the colossal, flat-topped monolith that looms over it. This is Table Mountain, a geological wonder that serves as the city's constant, silent guardian. Its presence defines the landscape, with its moods shifting with the weather, from clear, sharp clarity to being draped in its famous tablecloth of cloud. The city's habitat is uniquely diverse, stretching from the vibrant urban bowl to the rugged coastlines of two great oceans, the Atlantic and the Indian. This proximity to the sea is fundamental to Cape Town's character. The Victoria and Alfred waterfront is a bustling modern harbour, a place of commerce and leisure built around the old docks. Here, seals can often be seen basking on pontoons, seemingly indifferent to the human activity around them, a charming testament to the city's blend of urban and wild environments. Cape Town's story is one of convergence and conflict. It was here that European settlers first established a colony, a history whose legacy is etched into the city's fabric. From the colourful houses of the Bokab, a neighbourhood established by descendants of slaves, to the stark architecture of Robben Island, the infamous prison that once held Nelson Mandela, the city's beauty is intertwined with a painful past, and its vibrant, multicultural society today stands as a powerful symbol of reconciliation. The region's unique biodiversity is another of its great treasures. The Cape Floral Kingdom is on the city's doorstep. A hike up Table Mountain reveals an astonishing variety of finbows, much of which is found nowhere else on Earth. On the coast, a colony of African penguins has claimed Boulders Beach as their own, thriving in a protected cove. From the peak of Lion's Head at sunset, one can truly appreciate the scale and splendor of this place. The city lights begin to twinkle below. The vast expanse of the Atlantic stretches to the horizon, and the silhouette of the 12 Apostles mountain range catches the last rays of sun. It is a spectacle of immense power and beauty, a reminder that the grandeur of the natural world and human settlement exist in a breathtaking, dramatic embrace. Our journey returns to the heart of Europe, to a city that seems to have been lifted directly from the pages of a fairy tale. This is Prague, the capital of the Czech Republic, a city that for centuries has captivated visitors with its ethereal beauty and rich layered history. It is known as the City of 100 Spires, a fitting name for a skyline that is a forest of Gothic towers, Baroque domes and Renaissance turrets. Miraculously, the city's historic core survived the widespread destruction of the 20th century, leaving it as one of the best-preserved urban landscapes on the continent. The Vltava River flows gracefully through the city, and spanning its waters is the iconic Charles Bridge. This is more than a mere crossing. It is an open-air gallery of saints, a stage for musicians and artists, and the city's most vital artery for pedestrians. Walking across it, especially in the misty light of dawn, is a truly magical experience. The 30 Baroque statues that line its balustrades stand like silent, holy guardians, their stony gazes having watched over the city's inhabitants for centuries, witnessing coronations, battles and revolutions. On one side of the river, dominating the skyline from its hilltop perch, is Prague Castle. This is not a single building, but a vast, sprawling complex of palaces, churches and fortifications that has been the seat of power for Czech kings, Holy Roman emperors and presidents for over 1,000 years. Within its walls stands the magnificent St. Vitus Cathedral, a masterpiece of Gothic architecture whose soaring vaults and stunning stained glass windows are designed to draw the eye and the soul heavenward. It is the city's anchor, both physically and historically. On the opposite bank lies the Old Town Square, the city's historic heart and a vibrant hub of daily life. It is a spectacular theatre of architecture, surrounded by colourful Baroque buildings, Gothic townhouses and the imposing twin towers of the Church of Our Lady before Tyr. Here, the main attraction is the astronomical clock, a marvel of medieval engineering. Every hour, on the hour, crowds gather to watch its procession of apostles, a mechanical spectacle that has been delighting onlookers since the 15th century. It is a ritual that connects the present-day city to its deep, storied past. To truly understand Prague, one must wander its labyrinth of cobbled lanes and hidden courtyards. It is in these quiet spaces, away from the main thoroughfares, that the city's enigmatic character is most keenly felt. The legends of alchemists, the tales of the golem, and the ghost of Franz Kafka seem to linger in the air. Prague is a city that wears its history and its mystery on its sleeve, a place where every stone seems to hold a secret, creating an atmosphere of timeless, enchanting beauty that continues to bewitch all who walk its ancient streets. We now venture south, to the largest continent on Earth, Australia, and to a city defined by sun surf and a spectacular natural harbour. This is Sydney, a metropolis that exudes a youthful, energetic confidence. It is a city that lives its life outdoors, blessed with a temperate climate and an abundance of natural assets. Its identity is inextricably linked to the sparkling blue waters of Port Jackson, one of the finest natural harbours in the world, whose sprawling, indented coastline provides the city with its magnificent setting. Two iconic structures, acting as the city's signature display, guard the entrance to the main harbour. The first is the Sydney Opera House, a masterpiece of 20th century architecture. Its soaring white shells, designed to evoke the sails of a yacht, have become a universal symbol not just for the city but for the entire nation. It is a building that seems to float on the water, a beacon of creativity and a hub for the performing arts. It is a bold, ambitious statement perfectly suited to the city's character. Its partner in this iconic pairing is the Sydney Harbour Bridge, affectionately known as the Coat Hanger. This colossal steel arch is a triumph of engineering, a vital transport link that connects the city's north and south shores. For the more adventurous inhabitants and visitors, scaling the bridge is a rite of passage. From its summit, one is rewarded with an unparalleled panoramic view of the city, the harbour, and the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean beyond. It provides a unique perspective on the layout of this urban ecosystem. Life in Sydney is oriented towards the water. The harbour is a constant hive of activity, crisscrossed by ferries, sailboats and yachts. But it is the city's beaches that are perhaps its most famous habitat. From the world-renowned sweep of Bondi Beach to the sheltered coves of the northern shores, beach culture is an integral part of the Sydney identity. Here, Sydneysiders come to swim, to surf, to socialise and to worship the sun. The rhythmic crash of the waves provides the city's constant soothing soundtrack. Beyond the famous landmarks, Sydney's beauty lies in its vibrant, multicultural neighbourhoods and its stunning coastal walks. The trail from Bondi to Coogee, carved into the sandstone cliffs, offers breathtaking views of the ocean and a series of picturesque beaches and rock pools. It is on these paths, with the scent of salt in the air and the sun on your skin, that you can truly understand Sydney's appeal. It is a city that has perfected the art of balancing a dynamic, cosmopolitan urban life with a relaxed, profound connection to its magnificent natural environment. We return to the shores of the Mediterranean, to a city pulsating with a unique artistic energy and a fierce sense of identity. This is Barcelona, the capital of Catalonia in Spain. It's, well, a city with a dual personality. One foot is planted firmly in its ancient Gothic past, while the other steps boldly into a surreal, modernist future. This dynamic tension between old and new gives Barcelona its distinctive, captivating rhythm, a vibrant beat that can be felt in its art, its food, and its lively streets. The city's most famous inhabitant, though long deceased, is the architect Antoni Gaudí. His fantastical, nature-inspired creations are scattered throughout the city, forming a unique architectural ecosystem found nowhere else on Earth. His magnum opus, the still unfinished Sagrada Familia, is a basilica of breathtaking ambition and complexity. Its spires reach for the sky like a strange organic forest, while its interior columns branch out like trees, creating a canopy that filters light as if through leaves. It is a testament to an imagination unbound by convention. Gaudí's influence extends beyond the Sagrada Familia. Parc Güell, a public park on a hill overlooking the city, is a whimsical wonderland of undulating benches, colourful mosaic salamanders and gingerbread-like gatehouses. His residential buildings, like Casa Batlló and Casa Mila, transform the urban streetscape into a surreal dreamscape, their facades rippling and curving with an organic fluidity. Gaudí did not just design buildings, he sculpted the very identity of modern Barcelona, leaving an indelible mark on its soul. The heart of Barcelona's social life is La Rambla, a wide, tree-lined pedestrian boulevard that stretches from the city centre down to the sea. It is a constant river of people, locals, tourists, street performers and artists. To stroll down La Rambla is to immerse oneself in the city's vibrant, chaotic energy. Branching off from it is the Gothic Quarter, or Barri Gòtic, a labyrinth of narrow, shadowy streets, historic squares and ancient buildings that offer a glimpse into the city's medieval past, a stark and beautiful contrast to Gaudí's modernism. And then there is the city's connection to the sea. The neighbourhood of La Barceloneta, once a humble fishing village, is now home to the city's main beach. Here, the urban grid gives way to sand and waves, and the atmosphere shifts to one of relaxed, sun-drenched leisure. From its historic Gothic core to its surrealist architecture and its sun-kissed beaches, Barcelona offers a feast for the senses. It is a city that celebrates creativity, community, and the joy of living, with a passion that is utterly infectious. Our journey takes us to the west coast of North America, to a city where urban sophistication is seamlessly woven into a landscape of breathtaking natural grandeur. This is Vancouver, a young, dynamic metropolis in British Columbia, Canada. It is a city framed by the Pacific Ocean on one side and the majestic coast mountains on the other. This spectacular setting is not just a backdrop, it's really an integral part of the city's identity and the daily lives of its inhabitants, fostering a culture that deeply values the outdoors. The city's layout is a testament to thoughtful urban planning, with a dense, glass-towered downtown core that allows for vast expanses of protected green space. The most remarkable of these is Stanley Park, a massive temperate rainforest that juts out into the harbour. Larger than New York's Central Park, it's honestly an astonishing wilderness within the city limits. Its famous seawall provides a stunning path for walking, jogging and cycling, offering constantly changing views of the city's skyline, the mountains and the ocean. Vancouver's inhabitants have a unique relationship with their environment. The city's proximity to both mountains and sea means that it's possible to engage in a remarkable daily double. One could ski on a mountain like Grouse or Cypress in the morning and be kayaking or sailing in the waters of English Bay by the afternoon. This easy access to world-class recreational activities really defines the Vancouver lifestyle and attracts people from all over the globe who seek this rare balance of urban and natural worlds. The city's culture is as diverse as its landscape. As a major gateway to the Pacific Rim, Vancouver is one of North America's most ethnically diverse cities, with a particularly strong Asian influence. This is most evident in its culinary scene, where one can find some of the best and most authentic Asian cuisine on the continent, from bustling dim sum restaurants in Richmond to high-end sushi bars downtown. This multicultural fabric enriches the city, creating a tolerant, cosmopolitan and forward-thinking social environment. From the vibrant public market on Granville Island with its bounty of local produce and artisan crafts, to the trendy boutiques of Gastown, the city's oldest neighborhood with its Victorian architecture and cobbled streets, Vancouver offers a rich urban experience. Yet the call of the wild is never far away. A glance up from any downtown street reveals the snow-capped peaks of the mountains, a constant and humbling reminder of the powerful natural forces that surround this beautiful modern city. It is a harmonious and inspiring example of coexistence. We travel now to a city that occupies a unique position on our planet, a place that is literally a bridge between two continents. This is Istanbul, Turkey. It straddles the Bosphorus Strait with one foot in Europe and the other in Asia. And for millennia it has been a crossroads of civilizations, cultures and religions. Formerly known as Byzantium and then Constantinople, this city has been the capital of the Roman, Byzantine and Ottoman empires. Its history is one of the richest and most complex on earth, and its legacy is written in the magnificent monuments that dominate its skyline. The silhouette of the historic peninsula is one of the most iconic in the world, defined by the soaring domes and slender minarets of its great mosques. The Hagia Sophia, with its colossal dome, stands as a testament to Byzantine engineering, a building that has served as a cathedral, a mosque, and now a mosque again. Its walls, holding the layered history of empires. Facing it is the Blue Mosque, an icon of Ottoman architecture, its interior adorned with tens of thousands of exquisite blue tiles that give it its name. These two structures gaze at each other across a square, symbolizing the city's profound historical and cultural depth. The Bosphorus Strait is the city's lifeblood, a bustling waterway that is both a strategic channel and the city's soul. Ferries, fishing boats, and massive container ships constantly ply its waters, weaving between Europe and Asia. A journey along the Bosphorus reveals a stunning tapestry of waterside mansions, ancient fortresses, and modern suspension bridges. The call to prayer echoing from the minarets on both continents, mingling with the cries of seagulls and the horns of ships, creates a soundscape that is uniquely Istanbul's. The city's commercial heart has for centuries been the Grand Bazaar. This is one of the oldest and largest covered markets in the world, a sprawling, chaotic labyrinth of over 4,000 shops. It is a city within a city, a sensory overload of colours, sounds and smells. Here, merchants practice the ancient art of bargaining, selling everything from intricate carpets and colourful lanterns to fragrant spices and delicate teas. To get lost in its maze-like corridors is to get lost in the commercial history of the Silk Road. But Istanbul is not just a city of the past. It is a vibrant, sprawling metropolis of over 15 million people, a place of dynamic energy and stark contrasts. Hip cafes and contemporary art galleries thrive in the trendy neighbourhoods of Karaköy and Kadıköy, existing alongside traditional tea houses and ancient hammams. It is this constant, fascinating fusion of East and West, ancient and modern, sacred and secular, that makes Istanbul one of the most compelling and beautiful urban environments on the planet. For our final destination, we journey to South America, to a city blessed with one of the most dramatic and beautiful natural settings in the world. This is Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the Cidade Maravilhosa, or Marvelous City. It is a place where staggering granite peaks rise directly from the sea, lush tropical rainforest spills down to the city's edge, and a vibrant, life-affirming culture thrives in the spaces between. Rio's beauty is raw, powerful, and utterly intoxicating. The city's most famous landmark is not a building but a statue that watches over it from a mountain peak. From the summit of the 700-meter-high Corcovado mountain, the colossal statue of Christ the Redeemer stands with arms outstretched, embracing the city below. It is a global symbol of peace, and a breathtaking sight offering an unparalleled 360-degree view of the entire city, the bays, the beaches, the forests, and the sprawling urban landscape. It is from here that one can truly comprehend the city's magnificent geography. Rio's other great geological icon is Sugarloaf Mountain, a sheer dome-shaped peak that guards the entrance to Guanabara Bay. A cable car journey to its summit is a thrilling experience, providing another stunning perspective of the city, especially at sunset, when the landscape is bathed in a warm golden light. These two great peaks, Corcovado and Sugarloaf, are the city's eternal sentinels, the anchors of its spectacular natural amphitheatre. Life in Rio is lived on its beaches. They are the city's democratic soul, its great social leveler. The world-famous crescents of Copacabana and Ipanema are more than just strips of sand. They are vast outdoor living rooms here, cariocas. The residents of Rio come to play football and volleyball, to sunbathe, to socialize and to see and be seen. The iconic black and white wave-patterned promenade of Copacabana is a stage for this daily celebration of life, a display of the city's energetic and body-positive culture. And then there is the sound of Rio. It is the beat of samba, a rhythm that pulses through the city's veins, especially during its world-famous carnival. This annual explosion of music, dance and color is the ultimate expression of the Carioca spirit, a joyous, exuberant and passionate celebration of life. From the spectacular parades in the Sambadrome to the spontaneous street parties, or Blocos Carnival transforms the entire city into a festival. It is this festive spirit, set against a backdrop of almost impossible natural beauty, that makes Rio de Janeiro truly marvelously unique. Our global voyage through these 10 remarkable cities has come to an end, but the beauty and wonder they hold are of course endless. We have witnessed the romance of Paris, the serenity of Venice, the tradition of Kyoto, and the festive spirit of Rio. Each city, a unique ecosystem of human endeavor, has shown us a different facet of our species' ability to create, to adapt, and to find beauty in the environments we build for ourselves. They are a testament to our history, our diversity, and our shared dreams etched in stone, steel, and spirit. The world is a vast and varied tapestry, and the cities we have explored are but a few of its most brilliant threads. There are countless other urban gems scattered across our planet, each with its own story to tell, its own unique charm waiting to be discovered. Perhaps your favorite beautiful city was among our selection, or perhaps you cherish another place entirely. The beauty of travel, whether in person or through a screen, is that it sparks conversation and inspires new dreams. The journey of discovery is one that we can all share. I thank you for joining me, Creative Footprint, on this visual journey. Your curiosity and passion for exploring our world are what make these stories worth telling. I invite you now to continue the exploration in the comments below. Share the cities that have captured your heart. And if you wish to embark on more adventures like this one, please consider subscribing. Until our paths cross again on another journey, may you continue to seek and find beauty in the world around you.